A flow would just be like something's potential. It means it stands for future like ours, but it's just something potential for like happy experiences, like sentience, blah blah blah, and being
So you
productive
would
in
say that.
society.
So you would say that this potential is going to be morally valued until the actualization, or it's going to be morally valued while with the actualization as well, right?
Are you just saying I value if I value the potential and the actualization of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you say, for example, that if we get like a hypothetical by saying, well, the reason to why it's morally, you say you morally consider this potentiality of this 14-year-old drinking a bottle of alcohol because he potentially can be 21, right? You say that's morally permissible.
Oh, you were typing too fast. What did you say?
Okay. You said it's morally permissible for a 14-year-old to drink a bottle of alcohol because it potentially can be 21. There's like some type of moral consideration for that aspect, right? Because it potentially can happen.
No, that's not how it works for alcohol. For alcohol, I'm pretty sure it's that your brain's not developed enough to handle it. I think that what's called you be morally considered if you have this productivity in the future.
Yeah, so like in the future, it would be something to which you take into some type of consideration by saying, well, that action is permissible in the future because it is brain activity.
Okay, what would you
Hello?
say?
Okay, so you would say that the action is morally permissible in the future via that brain activity, right?
What do you mean brain activity?
You just said the reason is different for alcohol because they don't have the right brain activity for this thing to be permissible.
Yeah, if they had the right brain activity for alcohol, then I'd let a 14-year-old drink alcohol. Yeah.
So if they had, okay, I don't think I think that's some type of impossibility there, but sure.
Yeah,
You say
that's fine.
if this, okay, so you'll say if they hold this brain activity, then it's that action is morally permissible.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said so you agree that pragmatically that said thing is going to be impermissible because they don't hold the brain activity.
Yeah.
Okay, so then why are you conflating, or why you morally consider this potentiality of this aspect, but not the potentiality of that aspect?
The potentiality of like the fetus aspect is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, because I can agree that they, in the future will hold something to which we grant to some type of moral consideration. But the thing that we're talking about now, which is why is it morally considered at the point in time? You're applying moral
One
consideration.
second, one second, one second.
Man, it seems like he punched him into going on deafening. So
Yeah, what that
Yeah,
nigga
I would
said.
not survive against Smoothie on abortion.
Huh?
you don't
Bro,
admit to that.
I
it's
would
like
not
Flame.
survive.
I'm not gonna
Well,
lie. I'm not
well,
calling. I'm not
this is like no,
calling.
this is like a very simple argument. It's not that hard. I don't run people that use flow nowadays because people don't use flow nowadays. They use counterfactual people. So if he is using flow, I
Oh
could just
yeah, I
say
use the
that.
counterfactual. I use the counterfactual thing too.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not calling Smoothie bad or anything. But if Flames like doesn't defeat this, he needs to get into the Aristotelian lab, man.
Wait, how would you defeat it by saying you would say
Okay, I'm
that
back. I'm back.
potentiality is morally considered? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the reason I say that with like the teenager or whatever drinking alcohol, the reason that it would be impermissible for them to like prohibited for them to drink alcohol is because the potential doesn't really matter if they're just like wrecking their current body. But with the fetus, the potential what's called the potential does matter.
Okay, so that's what's put into question. The
No,
potential.
yeah, you're putting the last part into question. I'm saying that we're putting.
No,
I gave you the distinction between the two cases.
no. Okay, no. You said, for example, I asked you, why is the potentiality of a fetus morally considered? And you said, well, the potentiality of a fetus is morally considered via these via the qualities that is going to be intrinsic to themselves. And I said, well, for
Yeah,
example, would you say, hold on? And I said, for example, would you say that the potentiality of this aspect to which we deem to be would the potentiality for this aspect be morally permissible? Well, you said no via this condition by saying, well, if the brain activity necessary for that said condition to be applicable towards, then it would be morally permissible. But that brain activity is not applied pragmatically, so it wouldn't be morally permissible. The potentiality
you mean
wouldn't be morally,
pragmatically?
huh?
You mean more pragmatically?
Pragmatically just means something that practically happens, like something that is going to be practical inside of society.
No, okay. There's a difference here. Actually, there seems to be some difference because, like, I can give this analogy of like a coma baby, right, which is like more in line with a fetus, which has more similarities. I mean, which shares more similarities with a fetus than this teenager drinking like a bottle of alcohol.
You said what?
Okay, actually, wait. Wait, are you asking if I think it's like morally permissible for a 14-year-old, like a teenager, to drink alcohol?
It could be more permissible, or
Wait, that's the question.
do you
Wait,
apply more
obviously it's morally
consideration?
permissible, duh.
Hold on. Would you well, you think it's morally permissible for a 14-year-old to drink a bottle of alcohol?
Yeah, obviously, though.
Well, morally permissible. You think it's morally permissible?
It's morally permissible, yeah.
Why?
Okay, let's see. What do you think
No,
morally
no.
means? Or
But I
moral?
think, wait, I couldn't hear you. Somebody's mic
What do
is
you think
like,
morally or moral means?
morally or moral. I think we take it to be some type of the wrong or the right action of that said thing. So, for example, we take something to be morally permissible. We just say that it's going to be permissible via its goodness qualities or the qualities that its attributes, which is good. We take immoral to be it's just the negation of that, which
What do
is
you mean by
saying
wrong then?
that what I mean by wrong is just index towards it's going to go back into like normative ethics if you want to go there.
What's your normative ethical view?
I'm an act. Wait, I don't really have one, but if I were to pick one, it's just act utilitarianism.
Okay,
What
so
is that? Wait,
where's
wait,
the
just for the recording and so I can get better. What does act utilitarianism state?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
So we'll probably say that act utilitarianism just says we should choose actions that would bring the most happiness in situations. But my view is conjuncted with like hedonism and populationism.
So do they
I'm not a
switch it to like most probably? Because how would they know what conclusively would?
Well, I don't think that normative ethics or applied ethics or any ethical theory talks about this what normative ethics. It doesn't talk about something that what is it called? A descriptivist claim. It talks about something that's a prescriptivist claim.
Okay, but look, if you're just saying that you're
I
not
mean,
utilitarian, where's like the
even
utility lost from like a 14-year-old girl like drinking alcohol?
Oh, you said what?
If you're saying you're not utilitarian, where's the utility that's lost from a 14-year-old just drinking alcohol?
Well, that was a question that I wanted you to answer, but if you're just gonna burden switch, then sure, I can say that
I
the
don't
reason
think there is utility lost.
you said no, it's where you're at utilitarianism. I'm utilitarian.
Yeah, I'm fine with act
You,
utilitarianism. I am one.
okay, so you would say that you would see not uh, any utility or negative utility being derived from that action.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that the reason to why there is negative utility is because I'm a hedonism by saying that it's going to deploy these negative hedonic states or these
You're hedonist, yeah, we can just answer that.
okay.
for example, if we could provide an inductive case by saying if someone drinks, it provides these unbeneficial hedonic states to like let's say a different participant, which provides reason to why that said action is going to be morally impermissible or not morally considered because these negative hedonic states that it deploys.
Hey, what do you think a
Mm.
hedonic state is?
Hedonic
I feel
states is
like
going to
that's
be
case. I feel like that's case by case. Wait, this is a debate. Never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
anyways, so I take hedonic states or hedonic to means that something refers to like related to like pleasure, happiness, or enjoyment.
Okay, yeah, here's the issue with hedonism. Basically, let's say there's a girl sleeping in her room, right? It's like late at night, whatever. And then this guy walks in and just like rapes her. And then when she wakes up, she's not gonna remember that she was raped. There's not gonna be like any pains on her body or whatever, right? The guy walks away with like a smile on his face, like he's pleasured. The girl doesn't feel any displeasure. Would you be fine with that?
But just to be clear, that's why I said I held a conjunction of hedonism with populationism. But we'll say that the action is going to
What's
be morally.
populations? What do you mean by that?
Hold on. We'll say that the action is going to be morally impermissible via the personal preference that it deployed, or these past preferences that it deployed, these later hedonic states or these previous hedonic states. So it's still following under a hedonistic view.
So that's how you would account for like
Wait,
the
restate what you
wrongness
said. You were
and.
talking too fast.
Okay, that's like. Wait, hold on. Link me that. Link me a paper on that.
I'm saying that that view still accounts for a hedonistic framework by saying that that view is going to be impermissible or that said action is going to be
Is it
impermissible.
populationist? Let me see.
These past preferences that are deployed via these negative hedonic states. So it wouldn't deploy the preference for it to get raped. So that would be the reason to why that action would be impermissible via these past hedonic states.
You got past hedonic states. You're saying like displeasure in the
What?
pleasure in the past, right?
Yeah, hedonic states itself is just refers to related to pleasure, happiness, and enjoyment. So if it's going to do these negative hedonic states, it's just the contrary of pleasure.
Populationism.
No, just assume that there's no like negative hedonic states there though.
You said it would be no negative hedonic states. How would that work?
It's just hypothetical. Like just no hedonic states for like the girl, because like let's say she gets her memory wiped or something the next day.
You said no. She gets her memory wiped the next day. Doesn't until that she didn't deploy these past preferences.
No,
I can't find any
she's
theories on
completely
whatever that
asleep.
is. It just kind of talks about like states and power and shit. But I like the whole view. It's like we base
Yes,
it
Smoothie,
the
just assume
wrongness
that
off of
she's
like the prior
just
preferences
assume
that
that
they
she's
had.
asleep. Just assume she's unconscious while she gets like raped.
That she's again. That wouldn't change the fact that these past hedonic states are there.
Okay, so why would the past hedonic states matter?
Because we ought to respect these said we ought to respect something that's going to be indexed with their preferences if there's going to provide this utility maxing aspect. So for example,
so it's not just pleasure then. You're not
we wouldn't say
you're not
it
hedonist.
does not, no, it's not just my argument is not just saying that
I'm
it's not
seeing
just
problems here.
like interpretation of the argument, but I'm saying it would be you would say for example in this reductio we say this person has getting all his memories wiped and he's in a comatose state and every other second you get his memories wiped. Would you say that it's morally permissible for somebody to go on and rape that person because you are an act utilitarianism, right?
I'm an objective lister is act utilitarian though. You're a hedonist act utilitarian. If you're saying that there's something more than pleasure that we value, like their bodily autonomy, then you're not a hedonist then.
But no, that's not my argument. It seemed like the interpretation that you're building. No, I said, for example, the reason to why that action is going to be morally impermissible is via these past purposes, these past hedonic states.
Wait, why would the past hedonic states matter if the girl's like never displeasured in the past?
Okay, so no, it was displeasure inside the displeasurement is going to be this reason to this purpose that it deploys. So if it holds the displeasurement of not getting raped, whatever, be it these hedonic states or these mental states, that is some type of displeasure. But these pleasures would be something to which we take it to like moral consideration is via these we respect to something that's going to provide some type of typically to provide some negative hedonic states or a negative thing upon your body. I'm sorry, I'm texting
Wait,
someone.
so hold on. So what you're saying is in the past, if she was like if she has like some like if she gets displeasure by like the thought of rape or whatever, like getting raped or whatever, then that means that now like she's not able to like getting like raping her would be morally impermissible, right? Oh, okay.
All right, my turn. I want to debate now. Hello? Yeah.
That's cool.
I want to debate now. My turn. So, who wants to step
Debate what? I'm just gonna be sending random like gifts I found on like
rhetorically
90% of
dismantle
the internet that you can't access with normal internet stuff. So yeah.
internet shit? Yeah. What's good,
Nah, bro,
Bobby?
nah, dog, bro. Come on, it's just get Tor
All right.
Bowser, bro. Get Tor. It's OP.
Smoothie. If you're
Nobody wants to
saying
get
that,
rhetorically dismantled? Okay.
if you're saying that the reason, wait, did you hear?
You said what?
Shit, nigga. Did you hear what I said before? Like you like left.
No, I had to do something.
Alright, basically, are you just saying that in the past, if she has some preference against like getting raped, then that means it's morally impermissible to like rape her because she get displeasured in the past?
Yeah, and this will also account for like some type of neutral hedonic states, right? Because we know typically
Okay,
people
wait.
would assign, hold on. We know typically people would assign that they wouldn't want this displeasured action to be deployed upon their body. Even if it's going to be something that is
Wait,
neutral, we will assign
that's
that.
autonomy then. That's autonomy then.
But
That's not
but
directly pleasure.
okay, wait, hold on. If you're saying, for example, the reason to why the hedonic states are something that's going to be morally considered is because it's going to provide this disutility upon the body, which is still considered upon some type of like rules or whatever. Then that's mutually compatible with hedonism.
Wait, no. Okay, what do you think objective list theory is?
I don't read about normative ethics, so I don't know.
Y'all niggas
Okay,
cool.
objective list theory. Hold on. Objective list theory is just saying like there's not just like one thing that contributes to like your quality of life or like pleasure, okay? There's like multiple. There's like autonomy, which is one of them. If you're
Well,
saying that autonomy is one of these things that contributes to this instead of like just in a vacuum, instead of just pleasure or whatever in a vacuum, then yeah, you are granting it.
okay, so that's what I'm
I mean,
saying. That
not pleasure, not pleasure, your quality of life.
That's what I'm
Is what-
saying. That you, for example, if you're saying that you're infringing off of somebody's bodily autonomy, and that view is still going to be mutually compatible with the
No,
hedonism.
what the fuck no. A hedonist says that the only thing there is pleasure.
No, that's why I said That's why I said I hold a conjunction. It seems like you're still confused on that.
Okay, wait, hold on. If you're that's dumb though. That's like a conjunction between X and not X.
Wait, no, it's not. If you're just saying, for example, that objective list theories is talking about something to which we take more consideration, is the well-being that suggests the person's well-being or good life or whatever. That's determined by like achieving certain objectively valuable things. And I'm saying those objectively valuable things can still be a subset of hedonism by saying, for example, to which is objectively valued is following this hedonistic framework. Then we'll say that the view that I'm saying, which is saying this typicalness of this negative hedonic states that you're going to deploy upon the body, be something that is mutually compatible with hedonism.
Remember, hedonism is saying that what's called what increases our pleasure of not pleasure, our quality of life is pleasure. And then what objective list theory is saying is that there's multiple things, which directly posits that it's not just pleasure.
Wait, okay, that's what I'm saying. Of hodl conjunction, you're still confusing that. It's
You
not
can't
saying
hold the
that.
conjunction. No, I'll show you what the contradiction is. Wait, hold on.
It's not.
With objective list theory, hold on,
No,
you can't be an objective list theory. Go
Hold on,
ahead.
hold on, hold on. Hedonism, that's why I have a spin on it. Hedonism, sure, it says the will being consistent and only in the balance of positive and negative conscious experience. But again, that's retarded to hold that view just by itself. I'm not holding X and not X. I said I hold hedonism and populationism and other things. I'm not holding objective list theory.
Oh, wait, so wait, hold on. Do you mean that there's other things or like other things that like increase the quality of life?
Other things that
Better?
increase the quality of life. Yeah, if it's going to provide the which is
And
populationism, which is saying,
that's
which
objective
is
list theory.
no, it's not. Which is saying that an outcome is better than another if and only if it contains a greater total of well-being.
Okay, what the fuck? How's that not objective list theory? Objective list theory is just saying that there's multiple things that would better the quality of life.
Oh, okay. So are you saying that the conjunction of normative ethics is going to be categorized as an objective list theory?
Conjunction of normative? No. What the fuck?
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm conjuncting two normative ethics to provide one. I mean, to provide a different normative ethical framework. So if you're not saying that the conjunction of these,
You're conjuncting. You're saying you're like
um,
drawing a conjunction
if
between populationism
not,
and what's it called hedonism, right? To form objective list theory. You can just say you're an objective list theorist instead.
that's what I asked you. Is the conjunction of two normative ethical theories provides objective list theory? And you said no. And I'm saying I'm conjuncting two normative ethical theories.
Wait, because the reason I disagree with that is because a part of hedonism is directly like just denying objective list theory.
But no, I'm just disagreeing with the if and only if quality by saying if and only if this said thing deploys a balance of positive and negative conscious experience. I'm saying hedonism under the view that I'm articulating under by saying, well, it consists in the balance of positive and negative conscious experience, not the if and only if part.
Restate that, you were talking too fast.
I said hedonism under the framework that I'm using is just saying that it's the balance of positive and negative conscious experience, not only if or the value. The balance of positive and negative conscious experience.
That's okay. That's a gay definition of hedonism. Then, okay, we can just move on from that then, because that's not how it's usually defined. But listen,
I agree.
we just move on. You never clarified that beforehand. So listen, we can just.
Hey, what are y'all debating?
Shut up.
It's abortion.
He went on to normative ethics.
Yeah, we can just go back to like the teenager example. So you're saying that.
Well, we don't have to really go back into that because it's going to go back into the normative ethical theory. I just attack your view on flow. And you said flow is just, huh?
I said 1 second.
Like water.
So
My
guys,
name is Cleveland
who's
Brown.
Not gonna
winning?
lie, after hearing this, Flames is better than what I thought he was because I used to think that he was just stuck in the bottom gates of tier 5. So now he's gonna get moved up to
Yo, I'm gonna change
higher
Smoothie's
place in
name
tier
to
5.
Milkshake, and I'm changing Flame's name to Water, bro.
Leave my shit alone, please.
So who's winning,
I'm back.
guys?
Hey, water one.
Listen, Smoothie. When we're talking about the teenage example, you said that there's like some negative hedonic states provided, given to like some outsiders, right?
Mm-hmm. So it just provides this negative hedonic states, typically.
Nigga, what?
Okay, so if outsiders get, so if someone just let's like, I'm not even. Where am I? What the fuck?
Your name is Water now. Just go with the flow.
Oh shit! Alright.
That nigga name is Milkshake.
Okay. Listen. What's it called? If you're just saying that if there's like an outsider looking upon like someone doing something, right, and then this outsider just like disapproves of this action, then now it's immoral. And if they grant this action, it should be moral, right? Like you're saying this is like you're saying the immorality of the action is based off what the outsider, like the outsider's hedonic states, right?
The outside of hedonic states.
Mhm.
I'm saying via, like, I could simple it down via an empirical analysis. We inductively can say that this set thing deploys these set of hedonic states. It can be based upon like external participants, sure, but we know that it deploys these negative hedonic states via some type of empirical analysis. It's just inductively to get.
And you're saying these people like outsiders like looking at like a teenage girl like drinking like alcohol, like what's immoral there isn't based off of something external to like the outsider's hedonic states, right?
You said isn't based upon the external
Isn't
outside.
based on something external to the outsider's hedonic states.
I said it can be by saying not the external. I'm saying via empirical analysis, this is going to deploy these negative hedonic states. It's not saying if this person deploys negative hedonic states, then that action of that other person is going to be morally impermissible. It's saying this person deploys these said negative hedonic states via, let's say, external participants' empirical analysis.
Oh, then I just don't see how you're proving that the teenage girl drinking alcohol is morally, I was called morally permissible.
Hold on, Simon, T calling.
Bruh, say hi.
That nigga lying, nigga.
Nigga's name was Water.
Tell her I want to
Nigga named Water. Fucking dumb.
Nigga named Milkshake.
Tell your auntie I want to
nigga milkshake.
Nigga
Nigga milkshake.
Who's
that
fat
ass nigga?
That nigga
Nigga
named
named
Let's get glazed by Gosha.
Nigga named nigga.
Milkshake.
Nigga.
Shut your fat ass up.
Nigga name is Milkshake. And fucking.
I know Mono think about a milkshake right now though. That is
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm
That
actually
shit
thinking about
really
water.
ass.
My
nigga, you is not thinking about
Yo,
water.
fat ass
My
is not thinking
milkshake
about water.
bringing other
Nigga, shut your
girls to
bitch
the
ass.
yard. Damn right, it's better than yours.
Bro, can someone kick this faggot, bro?
Yeah, just shut your fat ass up, man.
Shit.
Nigga had an aneurysm.
Yo, so who do we think is winning
So
right
when
now?
is milkshake coming back?
Yeah,
Exactly.
milkshake come back for our fucking stir you.
Yo, I'm
Nigga.
keep
What?
up, bro.
I thought you just said something else, yo.
Hey, do y'all think, yo, real
Hey, y'all be
question,
eating
real
milkshakes
quick
or
though,
smoothies?
do y'all think milkshake has a cherry on top or what?
Yes,
Nah,
bro.
I be putting mangoes.
Are
in
you
it.
dumb as fuck, bro? Oh my god! Did you just say it had a cherry? Obviously, it has a fucking apple. You're dumb as shit, bro. Oh my
Nigga said
fucking
apple. No, I dead ass
Hey,
be
you
putting like
lying.
gummy bears on my milkshakes.
Yo,
But you
nigga,
fat ass
bro,
nigga,
are
what
you
the fuck is
dumb?
wrong with you?
Nigga, you have to put rat shit, bro. Bro? You're dumb as fuck.
Nigga,
You
that's
gotta put
careless,
rat
nigga. That
shit.
ain't me.
Oh,
That's
okay,
careless, nigga. That's not me.
That's
okay.
your fat ass, nigga.
That's
Nigga
that nigga
careless,
careless. he
That
be
nigga
putting
Nigga,
his
you
careless.
really
black
be putting
cockroaches
gorilla shit on top
on
of
that
this
shit.
milkshake, nigga.
But then nigga be putting roach shit on his fucking milkshake.
Bro, you have yum sauce up your fucking dome
Yo,
crack. You stink, bro. I don't wanna hear it.
yo,
You be
shut up,
having
bro.
Chinese people
Shut
dick.
up, bro. Shut up, bro.
That shit loud as hell.
Yo, this
Bro,
is
Loud
where
as
you
fucking
gonna
like,
delete, bro?
yo,
Shut your
careless,
bitch
bro.
ass.
Hey,
Fuck it,
careless.
man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that shit dead. Shut your dumb ass up. Osama son threw an album at your buttocks and licked it. Gay ass nigga.
That nigga, oh, I thought Water left for a second, bro.
Like this nigga
Water,
just
you better
sound
not
hasty.
duck
So
out,
when is
bro.
milkshake coming back?
He
I need
Yeah,
to
sounds
know.
milkshake
dumb and
come back.
black. Like I've never
That
heard a
nigga
more
auntie
dumb
beat
black
his
nigga.
ass.
Nigga said orange is the new black.
Man, I'ma change Careless's name to Soft to show that he really cares about people.
What the fuck is that?
That old ass nigga.
That's ice.
Damn.
Ice?
Damn.
Yo, Ice, he can't talk to you like that.
Damn.
I'ma change. What should I change
Damn.
Ice's name to?
It's
That
Nigga
nigga
name
mouth
fire.
might
look
be
like
fire.
saggy grandma titties.
It's gonna be water versus fire versus milkshake.
That nigga face look like grandma titties, bro. Oh my god.
I'ma change
Hey,
Ice's
careless. Shut your stinky ass up, bitch
Yeah.
ass nigga. Get
Bitches
in your house
titties
here.
Damn.
hang low.
Shut
Can you
your
take
Nigga
stinky
it
smell
in
like
the
ass up.
cockroach
bowl?
shit.
Can you tie
Hey,
it in a
Broly,
knot?
throw
Can
shit at
you
that nigga
tie
while
it
he
in
in the
a
tub,
bowl?
little dirty ass
Bro,
nigga.
your
Shut your
My
name
stinky
is
ass.
boobs
Heat,
hang
nigga. Shut
low.
your
Shut
lame
your dumb
ass up.
ass up, nigga.
Hey,
Nigga named
hey,
Heat.
hey,
Saggy
who did
pussy.
that? Who did that?
Hot cake mouth.
Bitch ass out of here.
Oh, wow.
Fuck that nigga.
Do your boobs hang low? Can you
Ask me
walk
now,
the
bro. Do you want to get stripped?
Can you
I
tie
got
it
a
in a
strip
knot?
up booty
Can you
for
tie
you.
it
You
in a
strip me, I'm
bowl?
having strip
Yo,
go.
hi.
Yo,
Hey.
chill.
Hey,
All
Yo,
right.
careless. Do you ever like get like mad at like smelling yourself? Like you smell like dog.
Holy shit.
I'm keep the butt, bro. Can y'all shut up and run a debate?
All right, back.
Yeah. Oh shit, milkshake.
Don't make me mute all of y'all niggas, bro. It's just debate.
Yo, hold on. Before that, hi. Just like confirm something for me. Is this you, man?
Yeah, just for
Here
that,
shut
bro.
is
your
the
dumb ass
secret,
up.
bro.
Shit ass. You know?
Alright, yeah, bro, just continue, bro.
She was fucking ass.
Oh, milkshake's back. Okay.
Niggas debating a milkshake.
They call me
Man, shut
milkshake,
up,
bro.
bro.
What the fuck?
God damn.
Alright. What did you say?
What
What did you say
the
before you
fuck?
left?
Nigga, what was
Bro, why'd you hit that
Oh,
note, bro?
greasy body ass up, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Oh yeah. You're saying that the outsiders like perspectives or like hedonic states on the teenage girl drinking alcohol can make it immoral.
No, I'm saying that if you're just saying that it's hedonic states, no, I'm just saying they can provide empirical analysis. These participants can provide empirical analysis to this action causing negative hedonic states.
That's fine. They can. positive hedonic states? Does that
Well,
cause
no,
negative
no.
hedonic states? Whatever. That's
Well,
fine.
you gotta mute your mic. No, because that's
Bro,
not
that shit should get your
providing.
auntie, nigga.
That's not providing any negative hedonic states upon the person that is watching the other person receive these negative hedonic states. It's just saying that the other person is an
Who thick ass auntie
verifying.
was that?
It's saying that the other person is verifying that the other participant is having these negative hedonic states.
Okay, wait, hold
I
on.
need
That's
me that
fine.
thick
How
ass
does
auntie.
that? Wait, hold on. If you're not saying that that makes it morally impermissible, or like prohibited,
No,
how does that
that's what I'm
matter?
saying. It's morally impermissible because it deploys these negative hedonic states. I don't know what's
Who's
being
it?
not
Who's it? The outsiders?
okay. No, it's providing negative hedonic states upon this person.
Who's it?
The person that is drinking. Is that our example? Or is that the analogy that we're running under, right?
Oh yeah, they're giving. Okay, so you're saying the person that's drinking gives negative hedonic states to, like, the people who are watching them drink, and then that makes it so that what's it called is impermissible, right?
No, it provides negative hedonic states upon itself, but it's possible that it could provide negative hedonic states upon these external participants. Sure.
Okay, so you're saying if they give negative hedonic states to the people outside watching them, then it's more impermissible, right?
No, okay, no, that's another conditional. I'm saying it provides negative hedonic states upon themselves, but it's possible that it can provide these negative hedonic states upon these extra participants.
Yeah, that I know. Are you saying that if they do give it to these like other people, is that more like what's called is like them drinking morally impermissible?
Yeah, typically the case it would be morally impermissible if this person does these negative states. Apply negative hedonic states upon these extra participants.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say someone's about to like give CPR to someone, right? They're on the ground and shit. Okay, and then when they give CPR, like the people around are just like what's it called like disturbed by like the person on the ground. Okay, so now they have like negative hedonic states. Now is it
Whoever
the case
did
that
that,
it's
kill
more
yourself, bitch
impermissible to
ass
like
nigga.
give CPR?
But you said what? I couldn't hear somebody talked over you.
Like if someone's giving like CPR to someone else, okay, and the person getting CPR is like making like other people feel like disturbed and negative hedonic states, is it now morally impermissible?
That is making the other person seem these. Well, I think I think, for example, the consequence of not giving negative, CPR will provide a greater quantity of negative hedonic states upon the people that are just being, that are seeing this action being given and are looking distasteful upon this action. So, example, the deprivation of life, or these other qualities of these other experiences. I would take that to be a greater quantification of these distastefulness of these other external participants.
Oh, okay, so you're just saying that what's called it. How do I explain this? It makes it immoral, but it doesn't make it so we ought not do, right?
Yeah. What makes it immoral to do what exactly?
To give CPR to someone.
No, what the fuck? No, I said
In that
it wouldn't be.
specific case, in that case where the people are being disturbed, it makes it immoral, but not that we ought not do, right?
In that specific case, I'm saying that the immoralness is going to be derived from like the if the said thing deploys a negative, a greater quantification of negative hedonic states, which I'm saying in that hypothetical it doesn't, because the deprivation of life is going to be over the quantification of these.
It does. You're just saying that something else like outweighs it.
No, okay, no, I'm saying there's something else that outweighs is going to be the greater quantification of these positive hedonic states over the negative hedonic states, which is the tastefulness of watching that action being given.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the distastefulness or whatever still gives some sort of like immorality to it, but it just that what's it called like killing
No.
the person, like just not giving them CPR. It's
Okay.
more immoral than that.
Okay, so no, you're saying I'm saying the thing to take it to be immoral, which we already discussed already. The thing that is going to be immoral about the action, if it's going to provide a greater quantification of negative hedonic states, which I'm saying in that hypothetical it doesn't, because the deprivation of these continuation of flow would be the greater quantification of negative hedonic states, because it's depriving its continuation of a flow, it's depriving its life. Hello, am I lagging?
You're perfectly clear, dude.
Okay. I want to get back into the topic of abortion, man. What the hell? What are we doing?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
we
back.
should be
Continue.
talking about abortion.
We're not even talking about abortion. We're just talking about some, like, it's still back on like normative.
Continue.
Yeah, I'm saying the immoralness of the action is going to be predicated upon these negative hedonic states, or this positive hedonic state, or whatever. And I'm saying the negative hedonic states in that hypothetical is going to be
hedonic states.
the quantification of a negative hedonic state is going to be over. Let's say, for example, because if it's depriving it of its life, depriving it of its continuation of a flow, that negative hedonic state is going to be over the distastefulness of the other actions. So I'd say, for example, that giving CPR towards that person is going to provide a more positive hedonic states over the quantification of negative hedonic states. because if not, it would in a counterfactual would provide a greater amount of hedonic states, and if not given CPR. I mean, not a greater quantification of yeah, just like let's say negative hedonic states. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I just realized why this doesn't matter. Listen, it's the case of like a teenage girl. Oh my god, this is bad. This ass. With the case of a teenage girl, a prerequisite to drinking in the first place, it's like being old enough, right?
Teenage girl, a prerequisite for
Like
drinking in the first place.
currently being old enough, not having the potential.
Yeah, it looks like it. Seems like this what you're
Yeah,
constructing.
that's just like okay, that's just completely different. Like, okay, even if I do grant that it's immoral for like a 14-year-old girl like drink if she doesn't have like the brain activity or like her brain isn't developed enough, that's just saying that in the case of the teenage girl that
Hello. Is the
yeah. Oh my god. That's just saying that in the case of the teenage girl specifically, you have to have like you have to currently be like 21 or above or like have your brain developed enough to this extent. But with the fetus, I don't think that you have to have this like current sentience or anything.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, so I agree that's the argument, right? The symmetry breaker between that is just saying, for example, that more consideration, I mean, the permissibility of drinking is going to be dependent upon these brain activity, this higher rationale or whatever. But I'm saying the only thing that I'm providing to be some type of like reductio is just saying more consideration is attributed towards the potentiality of this aspect. And the more consideration in the example or the argument that you gave is attributed towards the potentiality of this aspect. And I'm saying the presupposition that you're following is that more consideration is attributed towards the potentiality of this aspect via another precondition. Which I'm saying I disagree with the conclusion by saying moral consideration attributed towards that fetus is going to be over the moral consideration of the mother's well-being.
yeah, okay. What's it called? Wait, what do you mean by mother? Like mother not having well-being? We can just get into that later. I can just like give you a case where we value like the potential of like something like a fetus, or like something similar to a fetus.
I agree that we value the potentiality of something if moral consideration is attributed towards that potential outcome. But I'm saying in this hypothetical or in this example, the mother doesn't value the fetus, that's why it's subordinate. It doesn't value the potentiality of the fetus, which is why it's subordinate. I think the examples that you're going to give is just saying that the potentiality is valued if moral consideration is attributed towards this outcome, which I'm saying is not in this hypothetical. I mean, in this sense, because the mother doesn't employ moral consideration on it.
Oh wait, hold on. I already explained what like the fetus like gives if it was like born to a baby or whatever. It would develop to have like be a productive member of society, have like hedonic states or whatever, and then gain sentience.
Wait, what did you say? I didn't hear.
I said that the fetus after 9 months will be born and shit, and then eventually it would have the ability to have hedonic states. It would be a productive member of society. And
I can agree. Yeah, I agree that it's going to have hedonic states, but again, that's arguing the potentiality point, which we're already going under. And I argue that the hedonic states are going to be more negative than positive hedonic states. So the quantification of negative hedonic states are going to be over the positive quantification of hedonic states. So
you think typically people like babies when they're born they have like more negative hedonic states than positive ones?
No, I'm saying I'll probably argue that as well. But that's not what I'm arguing at the moment. I'm saying when it grows up. Yeah, I got it here. I was already gonna pull it up. Here you go.
Which one do I look at?
It's all of them.
The negative bias, blah blah blah. So trying to see.
Nigga had this on standby because I already knew he was gonna say that the thing holds this positive hedonic states inside of the feature. Which I agree. Just the negative hedonic states are gonna be over the positive ones.
Okay, the first study is just saying that when something negative happens, we feel it, or like we focus on it more than when something positive
So
happens.
we focus on the negative hedonic states over the positive hedonic states. So
that doesn't mean that we have more. Wait. That doesn't mean we have more negative hedonic states than positive hedonic states.
Wait, what do you think having more of this setting means?
Okay, when I said we have more hedonic states or like more positive hedonic states, I'm just saying that we have more instances of like pleasure.
Yeah, so the study to actually support that argument to be the case is by saying that we are hardwired or focus on these negative or positive hedonic states. We can say, for example, that you can provide justification that our mental states hold a greater quantification of positive hedonic states over negative hedonic states. My argument just seems to be more likely because I'm saying that our minds is hardwired to focus on these negative hedonic states over the positive hedonic states.
I'm back. What'd you say?
Okay. I'm saying the justification for that claim is, to justify that claim, you have to say that, okay, our mind or our mental states holds a greater quantification of positive hedonic states over the negative hedonic states. My argument seems to be more likely because it's saying that
no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Hold on. My argument seems to be more likely because it's saying our mind is hardwired to focus on this negative bias or this negative hedonic states over the positive hedonic states.
Yeah, that's wrong. I said what I value is like a greater amount, which is like talking about quantity of hedonic states or of positive hedonic states.
What do you
Okay.
think? What do you think?
This wait, hold on. Just because we focus on like negative things more
Oh,
doesn't
it's
mean
so
that
funny.
there's a greater quantity of negative hedonic states.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. What's the justification for us having a greater amount of our mental states holding a greater amount of a positive hedonic states over the negative ones? Because I provide justification.
Oh, y'all doing it?
Hold on. Because I provide justification to why our minds are focused on the negative hedonic states more over than a positive hedonic states.
Hold on. The study you sent doesn't even.
And that was in the first study. You haven't read the other two.
Hold on.
In the first study, even if you read more into it, it focuses on why how the brain is how the brain functions on these negative biases.
Just send that screenshot. Do you sometimes bro?
Oh, wait, somebody got to mute their mic.
The second study is saying the exact same thing as the first study.
Yeah, the first.
They're all saying the same thing. They're all just saying that we focus more on negative things, not that we have more negative hedonic states than positive.
Okay, so even if no, I'm saying you're only reading the first paragraph, but I'm saying even if we accept that by saying that our brain focuses on the negativity of these actions or aspects, I'm saying that's the argument by saying that our argument or our mind is going to be hyperfixated upon the negativity of these hedonic states moreover than the positive of these hedonic states. This should provide justification that our hedonic states or our mental states are going to hold a greater quantification of positive hedonic states over the negative hedonic states, which you have yet to justify. I justify my position by saying, well, we hyperfixated or we have more hedonic states. We have more negative hedonic states than positive hedonic states.
What's our Chick-fil-A? What the fuck?
Negative hedonic.
Bro said hedonic. I ain't even. What the fuck? That's not even how you spell it.
Hedonic, your mother.
He don't this. He can't even say he don't this stick, nigga.
Wait, Smoothie, what the fuck? This just thing that we more like we this just thing that we think of it more. In the fucking hold on, in the analogy that at least in like the pictures that they draw, it's just this guy thinking about his like past like the instance where he has negative hedonic states more.
Yeah,
you
so
can think of it more. That's fine.
Do you agree that they hyperfixated upon the negative hedonic states more than the positive hedonic states?
The sense that he's like thinking about them more like when there's like a stimuli, then yeah, sure.
That's an example. That's an example to support the position. It's saying it gives an example by saying, for example, if I call you a handsome roach, you would focus on the part that I called you a roach more often than I called you a handsome roach. So is this even an example to support the argument?
No, Smoothie. That's not what it's saying. That's not what it's saying. It's just saying that when there's a specific stimuli, like for example, let's say you have like PTSD for like getting run over by a car. If you're like let's say walking on the street or whatever, that stimuli, like let's say you see a car, that stimuli would like allow you to like have like a greater like negative response than if you like let's say you like kittens or whatever. If you saw like a cat, you have like a lesser like response, like a positive hedonic state. That's all it's saying.
No, that's giving it an example by saying, for example, when we focus it on these aspects that exist, we will focus on the negative aspects that exist more over than the positive aspects. I don't disagree that positive aspects would exist, even if this negative aspect exists. It's just saying that the negative aspects are going to be over the positive aspects, which again is inside the study.
When it says over, it's just saying that we just like more readily think of this when there's specific stimuli.
So somebody mute your mic.
It's just saying that we think of this more readily when there's like a specific stimuli.
You said okay. Again, that's index towards the hypothetical. I mean, the index towards an example
that isn't justify what you said. What the fuck?
Wait, again, if you're saying that we fixated upon this, the negativity of these hedonic states or the negativity of this aspect,
wait, before we move on, what do you think fixated means?
It just means that you're going to be something. You're just, let's say, I want to say, like, when I say fixated, it's going to be something that just synonymous with the other word. Because what I take fixated to be just means that you are you're stuck on something.
I don't think you're stuck on it. What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Okay, if there's like, let's say you're like afraid of cars or whatever, and there's like, yeah, we're gonna just use that analogy. Like walking on the street, you see a car. Are you gonna be fixated about that car for like when you like leave the street, you go home or whatever, and you go like about to go sleep?
that doesn't attack anything I'm saying because there's going to be a neutral aspect. For example, there wouldn't be any negative hedonic states upon something to which doesn't employ these let's say meaningful characteristics. So for example, if a car writes down, there wouldn't be any positive or negative hedonic states. It'd be something that is neutral. I'm saying that the negative hedonic states, we think about the negative hedonic states, so we're hardwired to focus on the negative hedonic
No,
states.
no, wait, Smoothie. You ignore the first part that I said. I said that you have PTSD towards like cars and shit. Because you got, let's say you
You
almost
said
got ran over by one.
you have PTSD towards cars, and it's trivially yes that if you have PTSD towards cars, then there would be a negativity.
No, I'm saying, okay, is this like a negativity that you get stuck on?
That you get stuck on because it is PTSD. What does that mean?
If I just said it, like if you see a car and you're like afraid of cars or whatever, when you go home and sleep or whatever, like the next day, will you still be thinking of that car?
It doesn't matter.
You said you stuck on it. What the fuck?
I'm not saying that you stuck it. I said you're hyperfixated upon the said thing. I'm saying the thing that you're hyperfixated upon is by saying that you're thinking that I'm talking about hyperfixation is the index towards the studies that I provided.
No.
If you take then what are you talking about? Because you said I'm
I think when you say hyperfixation, you're just talking about how like someone. No, not actually. You haven't even defined hyperfixation yet. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by hyperfixation just means that again you're stuck or focused on something.
Oh yeah, you already defined it then. Yeah, I just gave the example. Where you're stuck. Hold on. You have PTSD, you have like negative hedonic state or something, but you're not like hyperfixating on it.
Yeah, you don't have to be hyperfixated upon something for a long, like a general long time. For example, like a day, you could be hyperfixated upon something for like a minute. So, for example, if I have PTSD towards a car, for example, let's say a car hit my baby brother, and that little nigga went like flying down the road, and somebody would say, for example, if they see the exact same color of that said car that hit their little brother, there'd be PTSD, there'd be negative hedonic states. You're fixated upon that because of that initial action. It's not saying that you're hyperfixated on it for a long time.
Okay. So you're saying that if you have like some negative hedonic states, even if it's for like 1 fucking second or something, right? Then, what's it called? You just like shouldn't deserve to live.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have it. Okay, I'm not saying that you shouldn't deserve to live. Index towards that hypothetical. I'm saying, for example, if it's going to deploy, if we're indexing it back to abortion, which like we're not even doing, if we're indexing back to abortion, if the mother is going to deploy a greater amount of negative hedonic states over something that doesn't even deploy these said hedonic states to begin with, then I'll take the consideration of the mother's well-being over the potential life of this said thing or the potential person of this thing.
How do you think the fetus infringes upon the mother's well-being? Wait, actually, you go.
Wait, what did you say?
Answer that first, actually.
Like, what? You got to speak up.
Answer that first.
Oh, how do I think that a fetus infringe on a mother's being? So it provides a negative aspect towards physical health, mental and emotional health, like the lifestyle, financial strain, autonomy. It provides all. It acts as a parasitic entity, even though it's not a parasite. So it infringes off of your nutrients, uses your nutrients.
There is a parasitic relationship, by the way, over there. But listen,
I agree. I agree.
So
I'm not saying. Wait, are you saying that I'm saying it's a parasitic relationship?
Do you not wait? Hold on. Do you know how much nutrients like a fetus takes from the mother?
But it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that it takes nutrients in general.
I think it does. I think that depending on I think we have some sort of like intuitive threshold there.
You said we have an intuitive threat. What do you think that means?
Okay, wait. All I'm saying is like there's just some threshold where let's call it, if you're above the threshold, like you take more nutrients than this threshold, then that means that it's okay to do whatever. It's okay to do X. But if you're under this, then it's not.
Well, so for example, if you say, let's give an hypothetical. Let's say if I just like flames go inside of while the girl's like comatose and he like touches her nipple, would you say just because that is going to be a low quantification of threshold over him just like groping her titties, then that groping her titties would be the more we would provide more negative moral evaluation onto that aspect, right?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
you're saying that our intuitions
I think it's just better to map this back on abortion.
Yo, bitch ass.
Listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's say, hold on. Wait. Let's say there's a coma baby right in this hospital. Okay, and this coma baby is stealing like 300 calories. I'm pretty sure that's how much a fetus takes. 300 calories from you like every day. Okay, and then what's called when this coma baby gains sentience and whatever, it's gonna like it has there's a chance, like probably a low chance that it gets PTSD or whatever, like a negative hedonic state for like 1 minute in response to some stimuli. You're saying that in that case, it's okay to just fucking like slit its throat and like tear a limb from limb.
Well, because that's not index towards abortion, right? Where we're talking about index towards abortion is going to
What's the
be
difference?
hold on. It's going to be the abolishment of a fetus inside of utero, the development of that's the thing. That's the thing is going to be outside of utero. But
What's the morally relevant distinction there?
Hold on. Because the morally relevant distinction is that one is going to be a parasitic entity or something that deploys these parasitic traits, and the other one is not going to deploy these parasitic traits. And the thing
coma baby is
the
parasitic.
no, the coma baby. If you're talking about the baby's inside of the stomach, like coma toast.
Okay, just assume that the coma baby is like just inside you because you're so fattish.
Okay,
You're
then
like
that's
fattish.
back
Yeah, so
into
the coma baby's inside you, and hold on, it's taking 300 calories from you every day.
Okay, so that's back into like the abortion topic. I think you should be able to abolish a fetus that's going to deploy these parasitic traits, and also if it doesn't deploy these qualities too, which I morally consider.
Again. If there was like a coma baby inside you, okay, and then the coma baby was taking 300 calories from you every day, right? And you didn't like that, and you knew that when the coma baby woke up, it had the possibility of like getting PTSD and having a negative hedonic state to like a stimuli for like let's say like 1 minute. You'd be fine with just like ripping it out of you and like tearing its limbs off and like fucking raping it and slitting its neck. Right?
No, I don't think you can rape these things. I think that's intuitively
Okay,
immoral.
okay, just move rape, just move
But
rape.
like, so
Slitting
would you
its
say?
neck and like tearing its limbs apart.
So like, I don't. I think if you like, I don't think it's brutal. I think you can unalive. It's not murdering, but I think you can
You want an
unalive it.
abortion?
You said what?
Send you what an abortion looks like. Hold on.
Yeah. What the fuck did you even say? You just keep mumbling.
I'll send you what an abortion looks like because you don't know what it is.
That wouldn't change.
I
already know what an abortion looks like. You can
it's
abort.
tearing something limb for limb. It's tearing a fetus limb for limb.
Yeah, that's understanding.
That's
on a certain period. That's on a certain period of trimester. But I agree. I know what abortion looks like. It still wouldn't change my intuition. I think it's permissible to abort a fetus, even if it tears it limb from limb.
Wait. So one more time. Let's just get it one more time, okay?
You can try to land a reductio, but it's not gonna land.
No, right? No. Because I don't think you know what you're reading to. Listen.
No, I know what
baby inside you and it steals like 300 calories from you every day. Okay, and you know that when it woke up and gained sentience, it would have PTSD and like have a negative hedonic state.
When it gains sentience, but it's not.
Second. Hold on. When it does gain sentience, yeah.
When it does,
a negative hedonic state, like to the stimuli for like 1 second. Would you be fine with just ripping it out of your body and like tearing the limbs off?
So yeah, when it gains hedonic states, when this thing gains this mental states, then obviously the moral permissibility is not there because I'm pro sentience. I'm not. That thing is going to not deploy these hedonic states. I think it's morally permissible to unalive that said fetus before it deploys these hedonic states, which I said already.
Okay, let's just move on then.
Okay. Is there any more arguments?
No, I think that's already like absurd enough. Like you agreeing to that.
You think it's absurd for me to agree to abortion? That's my view.
No. To like what I said specifically. Just because like these specific conditions.
Rip it limb from limb while it's not. So rip a fetus limb from limb out of your body so you can provide the abortion.
Really, the fetus limb for limb because it's stealing 300 calories. Because it's like stealing an avocado and a banana's worth of nutrients every day from you. Yes.
Yeah, it's still an infringement there. Just because the quantification of infringement is not what you prefer doesn't entail the infringement is still not there. Which
I just said there's some like intuitive threshold. Like if someone's stealing 300 calories from you, that doesn't mean that you'd be fine with fucking like shooting them in the head.
Yeah, if there's a sentient being that's stealing 300 calories, then
give the example of the coma baby.
Hold on. Well, hold on. Then obviously I would say that it's morally impermissible for me to abort a sentient being that is stealing 300 calories from me. But this said fetus doesn't deploy these qualifiers to which I morally consider, which is sentience or the capacity of it. So if that's your whole quote unquote, if that's your whole quote unquote reductio, then are you done?